What's going on, guys? How are you? How are you doing? This is Shocks, and this is ShocksCapital YouTube channel. Today, I want to show you a strategy that you can use to trade WELTRADE indices, right? So WELTRADE offers synthetic indices, and this is a strategy that you can use to trade those particular indices. Today, we're going to be looking at a whole range of those, and I'm going to give you a strategy to trade that. If you were hesitant and didn't know where to start, this is how you do it, right? So number one, you are going to be identifying the trend. The trend on WELTRADE is very easy to identify, and this is what you can do, right? So this is how price is moving, right? In an uptrend, right? So in an uptrend, when price actually breaks a high like this, you are going to be looking at the last opposite color candle that was responsible for this move, right? For example, let's say that candle is situated right here. This candle is going to be your demand, right? And if it means that you are in a downtrend like this, and you are looking at a candle maybe in this area, this is called your supply, right? So this is how you're going to be doing it. You are waiting for price to break a high, then look for one candle that you can use as your demand on the H1 time frame. Then after doing that, you need to refine that particular candle that you would have chosen as your demand or supply, whatever the case may be. And if you actually refine that, you are going to be refining it on the M15 or M5, depending on which time frame you prefer best for your entries, right? That is out of the way. Let's just go right into the indices. So this is WELTRADE, and these are indices that are offered right down on your screen. These are not all, but these are some of them, right? So I'm going to show you first on the FX 99, which is more like, or which is the equivalent of the volatility 75 on the daily platform, right? So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to identify a trend, and after identifying a trend, I'm going to map out that particular trend from the H1 up to the M5 until you can get into that trend. Then I'll show you more examples of how you can do that on your own, right? So number one, you see what is happening in this area, right? Price is going down, price is going down, price is going down. Then at this particular point, price gives us a double bottom. So this is a double bottom, right? When price gives us a double bottom like this, there are two things that it implies. Number one, there is liquidity below the bottom, which means price is coming back to this particular zone, right? And number two, it means that it is a peak formation and price is ready to change directions and go into the other way. So when price then breaks this is a confirmation of number two, which is a change of trend, right? So when price continues to break, right, more highs like this, we break another high here. And what does that entail? This entails that we have an order block in this area that is responsible for this break, and this is that particular black candle that you see like this. Just mark it like that and wait for price to actually retest that with some you give it some time, and there should be some gap, right? So this is what is happening on this particular chart, right? On this particular chart, this is what's happening. So what we need now is to go to the M15 and try to see what was happening in this area and how we could have mapped out our trade. So this is what we were seeing, and if you go here, you clearly see that we have another order block on the M15 that was responsible for a break of a structure on the M15, which is this one. This is the structure on the M15. This was taken out, right? Price takes out, and this is the order block that you are marking, an order block that is inside the H1 order block. So this is you now refining your trade. And this trade now just means that you are now going to put your limits. So remember, if you have marked out your order block on the H1 and you have refined it on the M5, the next thing to do is to put limits on each and every order block that you would have marked out, and those limits are what are the methods that is going to get you in the trade, right? You are not going to market execute, right? You are not going to market execute. You are going to get in a trade using a limit, and after that you are going to set and forget, right? Literally, you are going to just set your limits. Either it hits stop loss, or it hits your take profit, or you exit manually as you get closer to the what, to the take profit, right? You are not going to be what, to be entering manually, right? So your limit is going to go here. This is your what, your buy limit right there. And this is, remember, FX volatility 99, and it's styled as FX VOL99 on the what, on the WELTRADE platform. And remember, if you want to trade these indices, this is the strategy to use, and the links to this broker are in the description down below. These are synthetic indices. They are available 24/7. You can trade wherever and whenever you want, right? So this is your what, this is your stop loss. Your stop loss goes below the what, the structure. And remember, after doing this, what you are now doing is simple. You are just going for the next high, or you are going for a fixed 1 in 5 or 1 in 6 as your what, as you take profit, right? You don't have to leave it open, because price can actually reverse anytime. So this is what you're doing. After identifying your what, your order block like this, you set your limits and you let it run. So you're going to be using what you call set and forget, and you are only going to be using that. Let's go back to the H1 and look for more of these trades, right? Remember, we have this order block again when price pushes up, right, with us in our trade, right? So now what we want to see here is the same thing that we're looking for. So we go to the M15. What do we see in this area? We are going to be looking for one thing, and we are going to be looking for an order block that is responsible for this move, or that is responsible for the break of this whole move that you see here. So my order block is right down here. So my stop loss is going to go what, just below the what, just below this structure, and my TP is obviously going to this what, to this high. So either stop loss or take profit here. You are not going to panic in all these retracements, and you're just going to go for what, for your take profit in any particular setup that you're going to mark, right? This is it. Then price goes up, then goes here and comes back again. This is another order block that you're looking for. So we do this refinement because of order blocks that look like this. You see this order block right here, a very big order block. If you go to the M15 or M5, you're going to see a lot of what, a lot of candles here. So in this order block, you are going to be looking at this particular order block like this, right? You are going to be sorry, so this is the whole order block here. If you refine, you know that you want something in this what, in this area. So this is now going to be your demand zone, and here price would have missed. So when price misses your what, your when price misses your limit, right, and goes on and takes out your what, your protracted take profit, it means that that trade is no longer valid, and you need to what, to delete that limit, because your take profit would have been hit. It can just go and trigger you as it goes down, and you are going to incur unnecessary losses, right? So if it goes up to your what, to your take profit without you, then it means that you are going to delete your what, your limit. So let me show you another example here, maybe the last example on this particular one. So this is your order block, right? This is your order block, and if you go to the M15 on this particular order block, you are going to see that on this particular order block, where is your what, where is your order block in the M15 responsible for the break? And the order block that you're going to choose is the last opposite candle before the what, before the move. And this last opposite candle can be the what, this what, this particular dodge here, as you can see. And you would have missed this trade had you gone just to the peak of this what, of this candle. So this is how it would have worked out had you entered that trade. But this, I think you would have missed it because of how we have actually protected the trade. Then this is how price is actually currently going, and from here we can see that we have this particular order block right here. And on this one, we can go to the M15 right now and actually set our limits with this in mind. Why? Because we know what we are doing now, and we just have to go back to this one, to this order block right here. So this is our limit, and we set our limits, our sell limits there. Our stop loss goes above, and our take profits goes to the what, to the low here. And this is how you are going to be doing it in real time. Let's go to this one. This one is the what, sorry, let's go to these ones that look like boom and crash, and this is one of them, which is the gain right? So the gain is more like the boom, right? So on this one, you can clearly see that you have a demand zone in this area, right? So the only candle that you need is that particular black candle right there. And if you go to the M15 right now, you should be able to what, to dial down to this last candle and use that for your limits, and you're going to be buying as price gets back to that particular zone. And if you look at this, this is like a flip, right? So this is like a jump index, the SFX. It's like jump index on the derivative platform, but on WorldTrade it's like this. And what you are going to be doing here is simple. You are going to be looking at this, and remember your stop loss is going to go above, and this is you're going to be what, this is going to be your limit, and you're going to see how price takes you in here and see how you are going. So if this is something that was helpful to you, please don't forget to subscribe. A lot of you think that you are subscribed. Just check. Most of the times you are not subscribed. Just check if you are subscribed. If you're not, just leave a subscribe, leave a like, share with other traders that might need this, and I'll see you in the next video. My name is Shocks and I'm out.